earlier, but I can keep this very short because I have no clue what this presentation is all about. I only know Willem is going to talk, so that's always very interesting. So I'm going to give him the microphone. Please give a round of applause for Willem.
We're jumping straight in because only 30 minutes, right? I want to take you back to 1999, and it's not about Prince, although I love him. 1999, 25 years ago, I got addicted and found my passion in life, and it's building websites. I wrote my first HTML, frame set, and then tables, and then a whole era of Flash and ActionScript, and had this applications actually 15 years ago. And I was hooked from 13 years on, and still am today. 2011 was the year that I got started with Magento, and I had all this experience in building without limitations. Like anything I would think of, I could build, and I found passion. I felt creative while building websites. And I took that into my experience of building Magento 1 websites, and anything we would think of, we would build and custom build it in the front end. And yes, jQuery was fantastic, and HTML5 and Ajax was freeing, even though it wasn't as free as ActionScript and Flash applications. There was still a lot of passion for me in building front ends for Magento, and you know where this is heading. 2016, I got started with Magento 2, and suddenly I didn't feel creative anymore. I found constraints everywhere, and I got frustrated, and performance became a big issue. And I started building a store in my free time, and this is not an urban legend. It was actually, my wife wanted me to build a Magento 2 store, and I'm not touching this in my free time. So I actually tried another e-commerce platform, decided within 1 hour it wasn't my jam, and I thought back of, you know, the old times when I just built things without constraints, and I was like, I'll just give it a try. And accidentally in 2020, I found my funk back. I got passion and I got enthusiastic about building Magento stores again with this really small stack that I pulled from the Laravel ecosystem. And it was a hit. Everyone kind of liked it. My colleagues liked it, and I showed it to another agency, and they got really excited. And within 4 or 5 months, we launched the first version of the Hyvä team. And here we are, celebrating this month our 4th year of existence. A moment for me to reflect, and it's amazing where we are today and what we have accomplished all together. Of course, it started out with building a product. There's now over 4,250, even 4,400, I think, update came out today, sites live. 12% of Dutch Magento stores are running Hyvä already. There's a lot of growth, room for growth, but I already think over 10% worldwide, almost 8% of Magento stores run Hyvä. I could never have imagined that we could do this. We've had 52 releases just for the team alone, over 70k installs of the team alone every month, which if you see the graph, it just goes up and up and up. We built a community which is as crucial as the product. The amount of developers and the people on our Slack in our community helping each other with support, and just the positivity and the collaboration between everyone has been crucial for Hyvä. And we're very supportive of all the Magento events that we can support, we are supporting, as well as Major Western Magento Association. The ecosystem is, I think, unrivaled for alternative front ends. There's no other solution that has over 1,000 extensions. Most of the competition have hardly any extension market. And that's, I think, something that has really propelled our growth and has helped us establish the position where we are right now. All the big extension vendors are on board, making extensions compatible. We are very grateful to them as well. We couldn't have done this without our ecosystem and community. We have a partner network, 79 countries. Hyvä is being built. Over 800 agencies. We just launched our new partnership program update. 8 platinum partners came out, which I want to highlight especially today. You all, I know at least 7 of these 8 companies are in the room today. You have made it possible for us. You were the first to adapt it. You were invested in this with us, and you have helped us build everything we have today. So we're immensely grateful to these partners, and of course all of our gold, silver, bronze partners. It's amazing. The enthusiasm about the release of these new partner tiers was fantastic. Just the amount of LinkedIn notifications and posts that we see every day still, yeah, it really shows that we have something valuable here together. We've established the company. We're now 70. Last year I was here, we had 12 people, so that's roughly 40% growth. We're in 5 countries, working remotely, and our revenue has grown 100% year over year for 2 years in a row. So we're a really healthy company. So all of these people, I'm alone on stage here, but only one person couldn't make it today. The rest is here. Walk up to them today and say hi, ask what they're doing, and especially tell them what you're doing with Hyvä. Yeah, stay for the after party, because we're kind of famous for how we party. Today, I want to talk about pain points that we have all experienced in the past years and are experiencing today working with this platform we all love. We've resolved, I think, the biggest pain point, which was in front-end development, and we brought fun back to front-end development. We resolved performance issues. We've been talking about that for many times already. We are very committed to keeping Hyvä performant. It's not a guarantee. You will see, you can see Carline's talk later today. She will probably show you the good stories and the bad stories about launching performance stores, and there will be a showcase about Zipmax, which is supposedly, you have to see the talk, the best performing e-commerce store out there in response time and performance. So go see that talk if you want to hear about Hyvä performance. I just want to highlight that we remain committed to performance, but we realize there's a lot more pain points outside of performance and the front end that wasn't great. As a side effect, we're making Magento development fun. We've also solved some other pain points. A lower cost of ownership, faster build times, and predictable deadlines, because well, that's what project managers and agency owners and eventually merchants also love. We're kind of in a really good position with our platform technically. Magento's never been in a better state. Adobe is supporting this platform because they're depending on it. They built their own Adobe Commerce Suite on top of it, so they need to keep this up to date. They need to keep it secure, so we can benefit from that. We have an ecosystem that's unrivaled, and we're still very feature complete and competitive, still. But it's stagnant. We all know Adobe's not going to build new features into Magento. They're going to build it into Adobe Commerce. They're going to keep building, or they're going to keep Magento up to date and secure and performant, but that's about it. And they're doing no marketing for Magento. They don't really consider it a product anymore. It's a platform they build on. So that's kind of up to the community, I guess. But what we need altogether, and what you've been telling us for the past 4 years, we need a bit more. We don't need just to have this front end fixed and just the existing features that are already out there. Everyone kind of wants to have new features that are competitive with the other platforms that are evolving today. And there's a lack of merchant marketing. There's not a lot of messaging that you as an agency or tech partner can hand over to merchants to sell Magento. That's really a big issue. So we need evolution. Still not a revolution, if you remember my talk from last year. So we are building Hyvä Commerce. An e-commerce suite built and powered on Magento. So we remain dedicated to the Magento platform and we keep investing in it, same as we do today. But we realize we need these features, we need this marketing, we need to profile this towards merchants as an e-commerce solution, and we need to start build features for the merchants. We need to start addressing the pain points of the merchants and talk directly to them. There's so many things that we should have had 10 years ago. A proper image editor, for example. The dashboard is outdated, there's hardly anything useful in there. We could show them what production mode you're running, the performance settings that are not set correctly, what version of Magento, that's what you can see, but what version of all of the other modules, what version of Hyvä you're running. And better content management, a menu builder, just simple CMS features that are still lacking today. And front-end features like linked products that other platforms have. And, you know, there's so many things that we could do that already exist in other platforms or that we can think of ourselves. And we want to talk about those pain points and those needs. So we're going to start building that on top of Magento. And we're going to focus heavily on merchant marketing. You need something to sell them. It's difficult to sell Magento if there's no website. I think we are working on that. There's MageOS, Magento Association is working on content. It's a bit tech focused. We need to continue to invest in that as a tech community. But then on the front layer, when we're talking to merchants, we kind of need something with marketing and something with spice. We have to talk with Easy Toys about how we can do some spicy marketing campaigns. So we want to reduce the tech level of marketing that we do and really target merchants in the channels where they are active. And that's not so much Magento community channels, that's commercial channels, e-commerce in the Netherlands. We've never been featured there. How? We have 12% of Magento stores already. And we're highly represented at the Webwinkelvakdagen, the yearly expo in the Netherlands. We're going to have the biggest stand next year. So we're already planning ahead for way more presence to merchants. 17 people. How are we going to pull this off? We're committed to continue to develop the products that we already have. Nothing's going to change there. So we need a bit of help. We need your continued support. Help us build this. We're going to help you ask you for advice. We're going to brainstorm to make sure that we tackle the right pain points that merchants experience. We got here today together, and we need to continue to work together to build this suite and ecosystem around it. So we need to grow our team to build these new features and to support the rest of the company. So we need to scale up. So we are going to level up the organization. And we've realized, like many other platforms, we could really use a strategic partner beside us. And if you think for it long enough, there's typically one type of partner that e-commerce platforms partner up with. That's the partnership between Adobe and PayPal, there's Shopware PayPal, there's Shopify and Stripe. There's just a great overlap in what a platform and a PSP want to achieve in their missions and strategy. So we are starting today partnering with Mollie. And this is something that has naturally grown into this position for the past 4 years. They were always the first to adopt the technologies that we released. They've always been advocating for Hyvä in their social media and in their marketing. They've been super supportive and a big factor in our growth and the reach to merchants already. And it's the only partner that we already had weekly marketing meetings with already. And there's a great alignment between our mission, the focus market that we have, this lower to mid-market merchant, especially the focus on this region. We're both Dutch founded companies, and there's a natural synergy that has been there, and we decided to talk to them to help us grow. They can help us amplify our reach, to reach those merchants and have a joint message towards those merchants. So joint marketing and positive messaging around the Magento platform. We believe we get so much feedback from our partners, like help us promote Magento, help us grow, help us run our business and keep this ecosystem flourishing. And well, we've seen that the formula that we have with Hyvä works. Mollie's bringing excellent technologies, has always been on the forefront of innovation, and it was a natural decision to partner up with them. We will remain 100% autonomous. We've seen other platforms partnering up and kind of losing their mission and focus, and I think a lot of people here in the room have especially felt the pain of that result. We feel that we're very capable of finding our own mission and deciding what in this stage what decisions we want to make to best serve our ecosystem and stay independent. But we do believe that by partnering up this way, there's a lot of benefits for the ecosystem and our joint customers. We're gonna give first-party support for the Mollie extension in Hyvä. That means that merchants will always have access to Mollie payments when they are using Hyvä. But that doesn't mean that we're no longer an open platform, open to any payment partner. So yeah, we are extremely excited about this collaboration. Our friend Ken, who's been key in this, how this partnership came together, welcome you on stage, and welcome to share a bit on your vision of this partnership. Open my hands.
Thank you very much, Willem. So, and yeah, super excited to be here today and to announce jointly the partnership. I think your vision, Willem, for Hyvä and for the Magento has been amazing, and I think the journey going forward looks super excited. So very proud to be part of the journey. So this is an overview of some of the partners that we work with. I think there's also already quite a big overlap, and our partner ecosystem is something that we really work hard on. So, and all of you guys helping our customers, our joint customers, and also Hyvä to thrive is something that we really want to foster further. There's a lot of overlap between our companies, as you said. We have the same DNA, always want to go after things very fast, but we're also extremely customer-centric. So we were the first ones, Mollie was the first one to have a payments integration in Hyvä. It's the best out there in the market, and it's still number one. And I think with this new partnership, that's something we want to continue. So we also want to help you guys also sell Hyvä, sell Magento more. So we have a couple of things lined up from our perspective. So first of all, we will support the agencies as we always do, but also now with even more incentives, with more talks to really help you get the message out there. Helping you sell Magento, we have a whole team there that can talk directly with customers, that can join you on the conversations. And as we've always done, there's lots of meetups that we're always quite excited about, and events. We will be there to also invite you and help you push the message as well. So thanks, Willem. Super excited to get going.
I guess it starts here, the work. So where are we going from now, from here, and what stage are we currently in? We've been brainstorming internally, working on these pain points, mapping everything out, making a plan for how we want to accomplish this. Of course, the partnership with Mollie was a key factor in that decision, setting that new direction for our company. We're going to scale up our company on the short term to help us build those features. We're going to talk with initially our platinum partners and then gold partners to discuss these plans that we have and what the features that we want to build. We're going to start building those first features this year still, and we hope early next year we can finalize a beta program where our partners can first join and give us feedback and collaborate with us on the next steps. What would it technically look like? We would wrap this as a meta package or a single installer where you install Hyvä Commerce and that would pull in our existing products. So it will be built on top of first Magento, and then the team checkout would be integrated into the Commerce feature set. And then any modules that we build for the admin and front end will be stacked on top of that. Kind of similar to Adobe Commerce, I guess, as a single installer that pulls in Magento and stacks everything else on top. The licensing will be yearly recurring, perpetual, as all of the licenses have been so far. And we want to make this a no-brainer for merchants. Like this investment, just 2 features in Hyvä Commerce should already convince them to switch because we're taking away those pain points. And that should be within reach for them. And with all the products that we've had so far, we're positioning it for volume. We want to grow this ecosystem and make it accessible to as many merchants as possible, so that our partners can get a healthy work pipeline and grow their agencies as well. In short, we've got your back. We're going to make sure that we are still doing what we're doing today in a couple of years, and we are fully dedicated to this mission. Thank you all very much.